Okay, what we're doing, going to make with our sort of two meats, we're making a meal of, which a video I've done in the past with it, bacon and a gammon chicken and leek pie, but dairy free. We're going to serve that with some wedges and some sweet corn. Now obviously the wedges do probably take the longest to do. Now what it is, you're going to think that these are tiny portions, and they kind of are, because I'm making a smaller version for somebody to take home with them. So first thing I'm going to do is get my wedges on, because they do take a considerable amount of time. So we're just going to, there's no kind of neatness to this, we just want to try and get them all the same size. That should be enough. So yeah, we're going to wash these, get them straight onto boil, because these are ones that are going to take time. We're going to parboil them, and then we will bake them as well. And time is limited. So while they're washing, we're going to get our leeks on. Our leeks on for this, our leeks chopped. The filling of our pie. Trim them. Take off our dirty leaves. These are nice and tall. Obviously you can hear the things in the background. That's fine. Now you need quite a lot of leeks for this. The more leeks I have, obviously, the better filling. Right, I'm going to want to crisp these up like chips, so the first thing I want to do is get plenty of salt in there. Not all they're going in the oven. We're going to air fry these. I think that'll be easier. So I'm going to get them on to boil first. So they're on to boil now. And whilst they're on to boil, we're going to do our chopping of our leeks. To be fair, we can probably, I don't know why I do this, I always chop off kind of the ends. I don't use them. Don't know why, I don't like waste, but I've never used the ends. Give it a quick rinse. I need some to pot all these in. A jug will do. I'm just going to make chopping slightly easier, because if you've ever chopped leeks, you'll always notice that you often get little kind of bits that just don't want to chop. So these are going to be softened down. One done. Say one done, it's half of one done. Now these do, they're a bit like onions. You soften them and they Now again, this is dairy free, so I won't be using butter. I would usually fry these in butter. I'm going to have to fry them in oil. And the cream is plant-based. The irony being is I will put some cheese in for those that aren't having it just easier than making it twice. I will make my son's version first and then finish the rest of it with some cheese towards the end. That's getting a bit too fiddly, so I'm just going to put that to one side. So there we go. Chips, wedges on. I'm going to try my best. I'm going to try and get this done very quickly. I am desperately short on time. So the idea is we're going to get a thingy on the hob, a pan. So what I'm going to do in here, okay, it's still filming, which is good. Get that onto what, well, I say what, I'm going to put a generous amount of thingy in there. Bring that to the heat. While that's heating up, what I'm going to do is go back to here. Now my hand's already shredded, okay, so literally all I'm going to do is pick the hell out of that and get as much of that chicken off the bone as we can. So a lot of it is quite easy. I'm going to find my backbone, or my best bone should I say. Now obviously those that watch my videos know that my chopping skills are absolutely atrocious, but I'm literally just going to claw as much of that. This stuff's the best because this has got a little bit of stock in there, bit of fat from where the chicken's been roasted, and I'm literally going to pick as much of it off the bone as I can. I'm not going to pick too much at once because I need some room on my chopping board, and obviously chop that. And while that's chopping, that's now heated up, so we're just going to go straight in with our leeks. Now you won't see this because I'm going to be preparing whilst I'm cooking this, but we're going to continuously, so on about medium heat, we're just going to continuously stir it to make sure that the leeks don't burn. And while that's happening, we're going to go back to the chicken. I need a bowl for that. Some more chicken off the bone. Much as I can. Preferably don't want any bits left on this. If you're doing this the same day, I'd recommend actually using the carcass, little bits on the end, putting in some veg and making some chicken stock. That's now dead. Oh, no. Plenty of meat there. Now obviously what you can do, what you can hear in the background is I don't know if you can see that. Oh yeah, you can. But those are my wedges starting to bubble away. So that's going to take about 5 minutes max. I'm going to test that in a little bit. That's fine, that's all being pulled off, so we can just go straight into there. Last of the pulling. Everything off that. See all these little brown bits, these are absolutely full of flavour. The more of that get in, the better. I have to open the door, it's got a bit of a steam going on already. that's everything. Bit of cartilage, just get rid of that cartilage. And the best thing about chicken leg pie, especially if you're doing a tops one only, you're going, no, it's not bad, it's not going to base. Well, tough, it's my, that's a little bit tough, so I want to keep that out. Go that way. It will soften. There we go. That's that done. Give my hands a quick wash. Oh, that's it really. It's an incredibly easy and moreish thing to make. So in we go. There we go. Now, basically, the meat's not going to take that long. We're warming it through really. So we're going to be putting cream in this. You can see those are wilting down nicely. So what we do is going to go in with our chicken first. And then in with that chicken. These leftover gammon. And what we've got here is a very full, and it will be full, pie. Now I don't need salt, there's plenty of salt in this. Then the stock and chicken, the dry brine of chicken. I'm going to go with the generous helping the black pepper. And now it is about working this. Now it's very rustic this, we're not going for, you know, precision. You'll see big chunks of hams in there, chunks of chicken. So that's that really. These are gonna, I need to just quickly clean up for my wedges. Because what I'm going to do in about 2 minutes is take my wedges to the fire, shove them in the air fryer. Just having a bit of a clean up while you watch that cook. I've got to see people clean. Like I do. But my channel isn't the Faceless home cleaner. So there we go. That's now nearly done. 2 minutes on them, that's fine. We're making nice time here. This generally does need to be ready quite quickly though. Whilst that's doing, what I can do, I'm going to make a very simple egg wash. So, yeah, that's the egg wash done. Well, it will done. What I've got here is 2 eggs in a bowl. Now this is just going to add that golden colour to the pie. Okay, so my wedges are going to be done. I know that, I can just tell by that colour. But I am going to try, just in case. So you don't want the wedges too soft. We are going to go in the air fryer for quite a while, but we want them to be, that's perfect actually. So what we're going to do, we're going to drain them and then steam dry them for a bit. So what I'm going to do, I just want all the remaining liquid off them, because they're going to be wet enough anyway. I'm just going to leave them over the hot pan to steam dry, okay, for a couple of minutes, and then we're back onto working with this pie filling, which is, as I keep saying, incredibly filling. We're just needing now that it's hot, so you can see that it's coming together lovely. We've got our savour. I've got a little bit of, there's a name for it, but it's a little bit of sticking to the bottom pan, but that's fine, that's full of. For some reason my camera times out 20 minutes, but here we go, we're back again. We've added some water and now we're just going to add, get all that delicious flavouring off the bottom of the pan. I'm just going to have a taste for warmness, excuse fingers. Ah, come on, beautiful. That's it really. Flavourings there, seasonings there, don't need anything else. What we are going to do though, is go in with 2 of our fillings. And that's it. So what I'm going to wait for, I'm just going to bring that to heat, and then going to scoop some out for my son, so his is completely dairy free, and then I'm going to put some pecorino in for everybody else. So move that to one side, excuse the rag. These are now dry, they're going to go straight back into the pan. And the reason we're just going to do this, we're going to go in with a bit of, now they are seasoned, so they don't need any salt on them. What they do need, and I can't find it, what they do need is, is that it? Yes, a little bit of garlic. What was I was going for paprika. Now you could add all sorts, add any spices you wish. I'm just going for generous that, and I'm literally, all I'm going to do now, give them a toss through. They're done. You could do fry light or oil, it's up to you. If I can find my fry light, which I can, I'm going to spray them very generously and give them a toss through. So this is coming on nicely. Another spray. What's getting it everywhere? Okay, that's done. They're going to go into my air fryer. And they're going to go in for about 200 degrees, nice and evenly spread, so there's plenty of room to move. They're going to go in at 200 degrees. I'm going to do 20 minutes first, give them a turn over, and then see how we go from there. So let's get that on. In fact, I'll go 15, make a judgment, go from there. So back to our pie filling, okay, that's coming on nicely. While we're doing this, excuse me, so I need my 2 little pans. I've got 2 pans, you see, for my little miniature dishes, and I can't find anyone. There's one. No, there's no. So there's one, and that's easier than I thought it'd be. So what I'm going to do now, this is for my son. I'm just going to do a generous amount of that. I mean, there's plenty of this. I'm going to make sure there's lots in there, okay? And what we're going to do, we're going to allow this to cool. Now I can't do that on one of the pies because time is of the essence. But there you go, there's one. Now that's done, what I can do, and this is definitely to carry, I'm going to start with quite a, that's 50. So I'm actually going to go with 25 grams, just over that, so I'm going to go about 30 grams, give that stir through. And whilst that's going, the next thing I'm going to do is rinse my pan out. That was just earlier with the paprika. And I'm going to have some, I'm going for sweet corn with this. Grab whatever veg you wish. I'm doing sweet corn. So that's going to go on the top. Again, that's going to go back on. Sweet corn, but anyway, it depends how crunchy you want it really. You could do more. You could fry it, make little, what are they called? The little wedgie type corn things, fry them out. So this is going on nicely now. Now I will remind you, I'm doing two versions of this. Okay, I'm doing a small version for somebody to take home with them. So I'm just going to give that a try. Yeah, that's stuff. That's amazing. If I do say so myself. Right. Just going to cook that down a little bit. Still a bit wet, back in 2 minutes. So that's ready. Now what I'm going to do is scoop the generous margin. Now this is the mini pie, okay? Definitely the mini pie. So I'm going to scoop generous helping into there. Get some of that juice. Done. That's brilliant. So now's the, I want to say, boring part. Over here we're just going to make a very quick pastry top, and it is incredibly easy. I don't even know why I'm demonstrating this. Flour your counter. And I don't need the whole block. Well, I do, but not for this. So I'm going to get my whole block. So I'm just checking for dairy, you lad. Okay, gonna work that. And that should be enough. Oh, fuck. Always remember to flour. I always do it over because a bit of extra flour doesn't mind. There we go. Now all we're going to do, just going to work this. Oh, try and work it. Oh, so mine's a little bit wet, so it's still sticking, which isn't a good sign. That's a rubbish shame. Oh, well, let's try again. So we're going to go for about fitness, excuse the scruffiness, okay, about that. Okay, it's not, like I said on another video, you know, I'm not a chef, I'm not looking, alright, it's my moniker, I'm not looking for perfection, okay, I'm looking for good old home cooking. So there we go. Trim that edge with something. My other knife, sadly, I still need. I haven't had time. needs it's rubbish, go down. Horrible that, but it's there. So what we're going to do, I'm going to do one of the egg wash. We want this all over. This needs to be very nicely coated. Otherwise what happens is you end up with that brown and white effect, so you have parts that are golden and then you have little white. I probably still will have, to be fair. You have little white things. Okay, so there we go. That's that. So finishing touches now. Very easy this. If I can find what I did with it, and I can't, a bit more black pepper on the side. In doing so, I've realised I've missed a little bit. And in finding the egg wash, I found what I needed. So that, and last but not least, just a splash of pecorino. Done. That's going to go in our 200-degree oven. It should only take 10 minutes because I'm only literally cooking my pastry 10 to 15 minutes at 200 degrees. If you're doing, or not doing later, so I'm going to be doing a bigger version. Yeah, it'll take a lot longer. In fact, so what we can do, okay, is I'm going to need that. Oh, I don't know why I'm making a pizza of that. I put the wedges on. It's literally, I've just looked at it, 200 degrees for 17 minutes and they are going to be perfect and crispy. So the sweet corn's about done. What I need now is I need my, hopefully, years of use. And I'm just going to go straight in with that. Look at that, beautiful. So obviously, as you can see, it really has those joints of meat that have been used from leftover. Okay, I've done one large pie and 2 small ones. Same again. We are literally, we're just going to let that cool down actually. Don't really want to put it on a hot one. Which reminds me, what I shouldn't do. Spot the mistake. What I haven't done is that. Obviously you can see that was really poorly done, but it'll do. So that's what happens when you overwork the mixture. If you overwork or make it too thin, you get, well, not good. So we're back. That's done. So obviously that's cooled down now. If I've linked the older video with the national emergency alert on my phone, ignore. But yeah, this is now cooled down. So same again. We're going to do a bit lid this time. I'm going to learn from the original, the first one that I did. That I don't trim it. So I've got my rolling pin. I'm going to do this. So on with that, and I can't think straight now. Ah, yes. I'll just pop that in the freezer to chill it out a little bit. It's a little bit soft. So I'm hoping that this works. If it's not, I'm going to need another. So you can see I've oh god. You can see I've taken a little chunk out for the sons. And I don't think there's going to be enough. So I think I'm going to have to come back later. Not enough. It's not going to be enough. It's not going to be enough. I'm trying to get this so it's enough for my pie. It's probably too thin. Because I attacked it, it is looking a bit jagged. Is that big enough? I don't know if it is. Just a bit more. Let's see if that fits. That'll do. Just. That'll do. That was a bit hair raising, that one for me. We're there to go out and get some more. So again, like we've done with the other, well, you've only seen one, but we're going to generously coat this in egg. Wash, making sure there's no big patches of white. Job done. Oh god, no, again, going with some remaining of the pecorino. I'll be a bit generous on this one. And now, when I can find it, and I'm going quiet, I don't know why I'm actually quiet now. Generous amount of black pepper. And of course, at least a couple of vents, just to allow that to breathe. Mine's getting refrigerated for about 30 minutes. It'll then go in an oven for another 30 minutes. I know there's a little bit too much pepper here, but you get the idea, it's fine. So that's going to go in the fridge, and that's it. Next up, serving. And there we go. Obviously there's a little bit cooking on the edges. We knew this for pastry was cracking and there was only just enough, but that is absolutely delicious. I can see it bubbling inside, so I know it's cooked. I know it's going to be warming up inside. So now we are ready to serve this beauty. And after 17 minutes, I mean, this is obviously a different amount. This is one I will talk about doing later, because I had to do this in 2 batches. But there are our delicious, fluffy, crispy paprika wedges, and on top of these, obviously I am going to serve them, but on top of these we're going to go from some of my homemade rosemary salt. Delicious. Okay, there you go. The rosemary salt, if it hasn't been uploaded, there will be a video, so do watch out. Again, obviously subscribe to my channel if you're one of the 90% of people that haven't seen that watch my videos and are yet to subscribe. So ignore the chip plate, you know, we just eat here. We're not too bothered about thingy. So I've done as a veg, I've done some nice little sweet corn. Okay, these are my obviously the wedges that have been air fried for 17 minutes, and a bit of my rosemary salt. If you haven't seen that video, please do. If it's not been uploaded, it should have been, but if it is, it'll be linked in the comments below. If not, subscribe and watch for later videos, and also hit that notification bell, because that'll tell you whenever new videos uploaded. Unfortunately, I know that's what I need. Do you know when there's a kitchen thing you can't find and you need? So what I'm going to do a big portion, because we want to get it out. So because this is being done baseless, what I can do is, with a bit of manoeuvring, very difficult, I'm just going to take the, what am I taking off? The topping, the lid, the pastry lid. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to put some of that delicious filling. Generous portion. And then put the pie lid on like so. You can't really make it look any better, I'm afraid. But there you go. Chicken and pulled gammon and leek pie, served with paprika and garlic wedges, and with some rosemary salt and some sweet corn. If you are one of the 90% that don't watch, let me start again. If you're one of the 90% of the viewers that watch my videos and are not yet subscribed, please hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell to see more videos. As per usual, eat what you enjoy what you eat, and of course, leave me a comment below what's on your plates. As usual, don't forget, wherever or whenever you are viewing this video, please give it a thumbs up, share and subscribe. Click links to the right to see some more of my beautiful, delicious recipes. Give that notification bell a ring to be informed of future content. And last but not least, comment below what's on your plates.